Okay guys, so we are back, and in today's Terminator video we are going to be looking at the Cyberdyne Series 70 Automated Fighting Infantry Unit, aka the Terminator, and this one is also known as Cyberdyne System Series 70 Autonomous Infantry Unit, or the T-70 for short. So what makes this Terminator special is the fact that it is the first Terminator to be based on a human skeleton structure, which would inevitably lead to the future Terminators such as the T-800 fully looking like a human. The important thing about the T-70 was the fact that Cyberdyne Systems actually used this Terminator to pitch it to military and various other outlets that might be interested in finding the research and robotics technology. And this Terminator is specifically important because it is the actual model that future Terminators by Skynet would be based on, from the T-400 all the way to the T-900. Now, the history of this specific model is very interesting. Essentially, in the beginning of the war against mankind, when Skynet started to take over, they only had a handful of T-70 prototypes. And Skynet made the strategic decision not to use these in the battlefields, opting to use some of the bigger, older units. The T-70s were specifically used to guard important personnel and important facilities. So while Skynet was slowly growing and acquiring different intel and able to evolve itself, by the time the T-70 was actually able to go into mass production, it was already too late and Skynet decided to scrap them, mainly because the technology used in them was at that time so outdated that they were pretty much useless and they could start producing better subsequent Terminators. Now, some of the important facts that should be known about this one was the fact that yes, they were in production by Cyberdyne Systems before Judgment Day ever happened, and they were in production prior to 2004. They're also 8 foot tall and about 4 feet wide. The units were pretty dumb. Essentially, you could control them and set them to do a certain task, but they had no learning mode, which meant that they actually could not do what the other Terminators did and adapt to their surroundings and try to find strategies to kill their targets. And the obvious big connection here is the fact that the T-70 shares a lot of properties with the T-800. Of course, this is the Arnold Schwarzenegger model, and the important distinction to make here is the fact that there are theories out there saying that this model resembles those so much despite the fact that the 70 came before the 800 because of the salvaged actual wreckage that they found of the T-800 due to the time travel. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys want to know more about the other Terminators and the other units and the continuing war against Cyberdyne and Skynet, please leave a like and let me know what you guys would like to see.